At a certain level of high-end engineering, automotive design shifts from functional utility toward the realm of fine art. Take the front fascia of this custom build. The heavy metallic verticals of that golden grille serve as markers of wealth, framed perfectly against the glass reflections of a corporate high-rise. When a machine with a track width this broad is placed into a manicured city environment, it exerts a specific psychological weight. It dominates the lane and the eye line of anyone nearby. Trace the profile from the hood to the roofline. The body panels curve inward, drawing the eye along a continuous slipstream of gloss black paint. At the rear, the squared-off trunk layout and dual exhausts sit low to the ground. The vehicle looks coiled, emitting a sense of latent power, even when the engine is silent. Designers refer to this as a visual monolith approach, engineering separate exterior panels so tightly that the entire vehicle appears carved from a single block of obsidian. Under studio lights, with reflections bouncing off every curve, the vehicle projects an aura of something designed to be observed rather than driven. That immaculate, reflective shell is deceptive. It serves as camouflage for thousands of pounds of heavy-duty, reinforced machinery hidden beneath the surface. Inside the cabin, the vehicle functions as a technological vault, physically and acoustically sealing the driver off from the outside world. The experience is heavily curated. You sit in thick, plush seating, surrounded by sweeping dashboard lines wrapped in leather and illuminated by soft, adaptive ambient lighting. At the center of it all is an infotainment array that acts as the vehicle's central nervous system, housing the software required to manage both the climate controls and the massive drivetrain resting inches away. This refinement stops at the doorframe. The exterior hardware suggests a much more aggressive engineering intent. This schematic details the wheel assembly. These are not street-focused tires. The deep tread patterns and high-strength alloy rims are built specifically to bite into loose dirt and rock. This points us to the underlying chassis, a framework built on adaptive geometry. In a neutral state, the high-tensile steel frame provides a rigid base, but striking uneven terrain, the geometry flexes, rapidly redistributing violent kinetic force to prevent structural failure. It is an engineering paradox, a quiet, climate-controlled sanctuary bolted directly onto a skeleton built to endure severe environmental punishment. When you put the throttle down on an open stretch of asphalt, the kinetic energy is immediate. The immense weight of the vehicle is entirely masked by the torque pushing it forward. That visual monolith shape now goes to work. The seamless curves channel the oncoming air, pressing the massive frame down into the pavement and keeping it stable at high velocities. Outside, the engine produces an aggressive mechanical roar as the twin exhausts open up, while the acoustic insulation keeps the interior in near total silence. Then comes the transition. The moment the rubber drops off the asphalt and hits raw, loose earth at high speed, the physics equation changes. Hitting the dirt is not a risk to the machine. Crossing that threshold activates the exact operational environment the chassis was originally built for. In shifting sands, the onboard computers rapidly adjust power delivery to the wheels. By instantly braking the slipping tires and routing torque to those with grip, the vehicle maintains momentum without digging in. Move it into deep jungle ruts, and the mechanical demands shift. The air suspension raises the body to clear rocks, while the heavy-duty control arms articulate to keep the rubber on the ground. Every time a tire strikes a log or trench, the adaptive geometry frame absorbs the shock, keeping the brutal physical impacts away from the passengers inside. When the engine shuts off, the obsidian finish is buried under thick layers of dried earth. The tough undercarriage is physically scarred from the trail, but the mechanical structure remains exactly as it left the factory. The machine's real value lies in this uncompromised ability to navigate hostile terrain and return home with its mechanical